Osrc News at 7. National Senior Citizens Center in Ondo State calls for better healthcare, respect for older persons. Osrc Culture and Tourism Ministry pledged collaboration on advancing activities. Natasha Porti resumes first plenary in 6 months, hails constituent after suspension ordeal. And from the foreign scene, German mayor sustained injuries in stabbing attack.
Good evening and welcome to the news. My name is Oyewumi Ayinigbara. A National Commissioner at the Independent National Electoral Commission, May Agbamuche Mbu, has taken over as the acting chairman of the commission. This followed the former handover of duties by Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, who is proceeding on a terminal leave. The transition was announced during a stakeholders meeting with resident electoral commissioners held at the INEC headquarters in Abuja. Speaking at the meeting, Yakubu explained that he was stepping down in accordance with the 1999 Constitution as amended and handing over to one of the most senior national commissioners by date of appointment, May Agbamuche Mbu. Yakubu expressed gratitude to colleagues, stakeholders, civil society groups, development partners and Nigerians acknowledging their roles in supporting electoral processes during his tenure. The importance of healthy living and self-care among the elderly, even from a young age, has taken center stage as the world marked the 2025 United Nations International Day of Older Persons. In Accra, Ondo State capital, National Senior Citizens Center (NSCC) joined the global observance with a call for better health care, inclusion, and respect for older persons. Our correspondent Abidemi Akinritoye reports.
Across the world, the International Day of Older Persons, observed every October 5, serves as a reminder that aging is not a burden, but a blessing, and that societies must create spaces where older people can live healthy, dignified, and active lives. This year's theme, Older Persons Driving Local and Global Action, Our Aspiration, Our Well-Being, and Our Rights, highlights the crucial roles of the elderly in shaping stronger and inclusive communities. Delivering a lecture, Olaniyi Johnson urged citizens to cultivate healthy habits early in life, stressing that prevention is key to longevity and quality living in old age. Chairman of the occasion, Demola Ijabi, emphasized the need to always remember and support the elderly, noting that they remain an integral part of society whose wisdom continues to guide the younger generation. Co-chairman of the event, Mr. Adeyemi, reaffirmed the NSCC's commitment to promoting the rights, health, and inclusion of senior citizens across the state. Participants also used the occasion to advocate greater government attention to elderly-friendly policies, improved healthcare access, and social protection measures that uphold their dignity and rights. A major highlight was the presentation of Lifetime Achievement Awards to two outstanding elders. They are Mr. Abiodun Omorishemi, aged 91, and Mr. Dele Omole, 98, for their inspiring contributions to community development and nation building. The event also featured cultural performances, a rendition, and a collective dance session that drew smiles and laughter from the elderly participants. By emphasizing wellness and inclusion, the 2025 International Day of Older Persons reminded everyone that aging well begins with choices made early and that every generation has a duty to make life better for the older ones. Abidemi Akinrotoye, Osrc News.
The Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation, Osrc, have underscored the mutual interest in fostering synergy to promote cultural heritage and tourism initiatives within the state. The assurance was given by Director General of Osrc, Kenneth Odushola Stevenson, when officials from the Ministry of Culture and Tourism paid a courtesy visit to the media house. Osrc's Abidemi Akinrotoye tells us more.
Management and staff of the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, led by the Ondo State Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, Adesonji Afolabi, visited the Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation, Osrc, to strengthen ties and explore opportunities for collaboration. According to Afolabi, the purpose of the visit was to explore opportunities for collaboration between the Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation, Osrc, and the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, with a specific focus on advancing cultural activities aligned with Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa's Our Ease agenda.
Primarily because the Arabic is at the two major tourism, the international tourist resource centers. So we are trying to reach out to you on the government's intent to commercialize it with your kind assistance and collaboration. It's very easy for the people to hear, to see us through the television and to hear through the video our activities.
The commissioner spotlighted notable achievements of their ministry, alongside stressing that addressing infrastructural challenges facing tourist centers would add value to tourism profile of Ondo State.
And we try to highlight to you some of our cardinal programs that we have. One of them is the St. Mary Festival that has been about for many years. It's now back. So the governor approved Mary Festival, and Mary is today is the only traditional festival we have in Ondo State. So it will hold between 27 to 30 December this year. So another one, the Sunshine Festival. This is the first of its kind in Ondo State. That one will take place 10th and 14th of December.
The Osrc's Director General, Mr. Kenneth Odushola Stevenson, said Osrc Media Group is committed to supporting in propagating its activities.
We have been very supportive because we believe in our cause, we believe we can do it, and we are trying our very best to make sure we deliver quality content and information to the people of Ondo State. I must thank you very much, Honorable Commissioner, because I know you represented Ondo State well.
Mr. Odushola Stevenson lauded the initiative put forth by the Ministry of Tourism and Culture. This, he says, will aid positive strides towards mutual growth and enhance outcomes for Ondo State cultural and tourism sectors. The visit concluded in a shared pledge between the Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation, Osrc, and the Ministry of Culture and Tourism to collaborate closely with a focused intent on propelling the development and success of the 5 festivals already slated to take place in Ondo State. This united commitment underscored a concerted effort to drive cultural growth and showcase the state's rich heritage. Abidemi Akinrotoye, Osrc News.
The federal government has reconstituted the Yayali Ahmed Federal Government Tertiary institutions expanded a negotiation committee to accelerate ongoing discussions with academic and non-academic unions across universities, polytechnics, and colleges of education. Minister of Education Tunji Alausa said the new committee was designed to harmonize all negotiation processes under one coordinated framework that reflects institutional memory and sector-wide inclusiveness. Alausa explained that unlike previous fragmented negotiations, the expanded committee will engage all unions collectively to achieve a comprehensive and sustainable agreement. The minister disclosed that the President Bola Tinubu has given full political backing to the process with a clear directive that all negotiations be concluded swiftly, fairly, and in the spirit of mutual respect. He expressed appreciation to all unions for their patience and commitment as the government works towards a final and comprehensive agreement. In part 2, after the break, Natasha Porter resumes first plenary in 6 months, hails constituent after suspension ordeal. We'll bring you this and more after the break. Please don't go anywhere.
Go.
Thank you very much for rejoining us. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at OSRC TV, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel OSRC TV Ondo. Ondo State government has blocked the Elisha or expressway at Onyarubulem Junction in Akure to allow for the casting of pre-stressed beam on the ongoing flyover project. Sequel to the development, motorists are being diverted to alternate routes for ease movement. Omoniola Ongbeji has details.
Dehydration occurs when the body loses more water than it takes in. It is a common condition that can affect
We apologize for that mix-up. We'll bring you the full report in the course of the news. Whenever the body loses more fluids than it takes in, it can disrupt the balance of water and salt, leading to dehydration. And dehydration often occurs when one does not drink enough water, sweat too much, or lose fluids through illness. OSRC's Adewumi Taiwo report on the causes and best ways to prevent dehydration. The report.
Dehydration occurs when the body loses more water than it takes in. It is a common condition that can affect anyone, young or old. Anytime the body lacks enough fluids, it can cause tiredness, dizziness, headache, and dry skin. In serious cases, it may lead to heat stroke, kidney problems, or even death. Lack of water can also affect digestion, blood flow, and body temperature, causing kidney stones and urinary tract infections if not properly managed. When the body is short of water, people feel weak, easily fatigued, losing focus or balance. The Deputy Chief Medical Director, State Hospital in Okearo, Akure, Dr. Taiwo Alonge, explained that water is very important for the body to function well. He advised the public to drink enough water daily to stay healthy.
The problem can be disaster. So that is the reason why water itself is so important in maintenance of body balance. Very, very important. And that's why I found out that when some people are in the home, you want to rent a house now. You first of all, do they have water? Do they have well? Do they have running water? Do they have light? Water is the most important that you ask for. If you don't have water, then the people will not come.
Some residents also stressed the importance of drinking water regularly, saying it helps the body stay strong and active.
It's good for the body. And doctors, the scientists do tell us that we should always drink water. That is good for our health. At least it flushes the waste in our body. So even the ladies have told me that there's what they call water therapy. That early in the morning you warm water, then you drink it maybe before you eat anything. That is also everybody loves. So these are the things you are taking. Because nowadays majority of the things we take, they are sugary and salty and even chemicals, processed food. So but by the time you take water will help the body to flush out all this waste from the body.
I believe water is life. So taking water is very good. I can benefit a lot. I know that I benefit a lot from drinking a lot of water. If I'm having a little bit of stress, I take water to at least to make me feel better. So I believe that taking water is very good. I take it often, like let me say in a day I take more than 5 liters.
Dehydration is a serious health issue that can have dangerous effects if ignored. By drinking enough water and recognizing the signs early, people can protect their health and life better. Adewumi Taiwo, Osrc News.
And we told you earlier that the Ondo State government has blocked the Ileshawo Expressway at Onyarugbulem Junction in Akure. Secret to development, motorists are being diverted to alternate routes for easy movement. Now we bring you the full details.
Ondo State government had earlier announced its decision to block the Ileshawo Highway to embark on some critical works at the flyover project in Onyarugbulem from Tuesday, October 7. Heavy machinery and cranes were already present at Onyarugbulem Junction, the site of the project, alongside requisite equipment for the placement of pre-stressed beam on the bridge. Various personnel, including Federal Safety Corps, were sighted at different locations connected to the hotspots, controlling and diverting traffic to avoid a gridlock. Residents lauded the efforts of Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa for fulfilling his promises on the completion of the project, while describing the diversion the best decision to avoid any logjam or accident. The residents urged government to deal decisively with any violator of the law.
What you get signboard road diversion. So Bajema divert ọkọ̀ tó bá ń bọ̀, àwọn road safety dẹ̀ gbé mọ́tò wọn sí ọwọ́ ìsàlẹ̀.
Iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe yẹn iṣẹ́ tó dáa ni. A lè ti gbọ́ ìròyìn látọ̀sẹ̀ tó kọjá kí wọ́n máa dí ojú ọ̀nà fún bí ọjọ́ bíi 5 láti pé kán lè complete bridge yẹn kí àwọn èèyàn lè máa rí bí gbà. Ìyàlẹ́nu ló jẹ́ fún mi báyìí kán ṣe ń dí ojú ọ̀nà fún àwọn kan tó ń gbàbẹ̀ tó máa pọ̀ rọ̀rọ̀ àárọ̀ kíjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo kan tó bá pàrọwà sáwọn èèyàn kán lè ní sùúrù kán fún àwọn tó ń ṣe ojú ọ̀nà yẹn láàyè kán lè ṣe ojú ọ̀nà yẹn tó gbogbo ẹ̀ lè máa lọ bó ṣe máa lọ.
ìjọba náà fẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́ tó ń wá rí lọ́wọ́ ìjọba nǹkan wọn ti àná ìjọba ti sọ pé kó ń ti ọ̀nà so ẹni tó bá wá wà ìgbọràn á tẹ̀ lọ fèsì nǹkan tó ń wá lọ́dọ̀ ìjọba.
Traders within Akure are advised to desist from displaying their goods on the road pavement in order to ease traffic congestion and ensure the smooth flow of vehicles throughout the period of diversion. The exercise is expected to last for 5 days as government appealed for understanding and cooperation of all traders and road users while it continues to work towards an improved road infrastructure for the benefit of all. Omoriola Ngweji, Osrc News.
Senator Natasha Pote-Oduaga has praised her constituents in Kogi Central for their steadfast support during what she described as a period of unscrupulous intimidation. The lawmakers gave the commendation in a terse statement after she attended her first plenary session in 6 months. She said our attendance at plenary is a testament of resilience by the people of Kogi Central and Nigerians. Akpoti Oduagan's return marked the end of a bitter standoff that began on March 6, 2025 when she was suspended for alleged misconduct. The lawmaker insisted she owed no apology to tender. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has expressed heartfelt condolences over the passing of Mrs. Florence Oyinson, wife of veteran broadcaster and elder statesman Sonia Oyinson, describing her a shining example of faith, hope and resilience, whose life was a testament to the power of devotion, compassion and service to humanity. In a condolence message to the family, the governor said he received the news of her passing with profound sadness, yet he remains inspired by her remarkable life and legacy. He noted that her passing marks the end of an extraordinary chapter in the life of a woman who stood as a rock of support to her husband throughout his illustrious journey of service to the state and Nigeria. Aiyedatiwa said losing a lifelong companion at this stage of life is a deeply painful experience, believing that the grace of God will continue to comfort and grant her husband strength in the cherished memories they both built over the years. The governor prayed for the repose of the soul of Mrs. Oyinson and for divine fortitude for the entire family to bear the loss. And now we move to the foreign scene. A newly elected mayor in Western Germany has been stabbed and left critically injured near her home. Iris Stazel is a member of the center-left Social Democratic Party and became the mayor of Ardeke in the North Rhine-Westphalia state in September. Police say a major operation is underway in the small town as investigators disclose that all avenues are being explored to apprehend the perpetrator. Chancellor Friedrich Merz condemned what he called a heinous act, hoping for a full recovery of the mayor from the surprise attack. And still on the foreign scene, 2 years after October 7, 2023, Gaza's children born on that day have known nothing but war. Their first cries were drowned by airstrikes, their homes turned to rubble before they could walk. Many have been displaced repeatedly, their families scattered and lives uprooted. Childhoods once meant for play are now marked by fear, hunger and loss. Tents and ruins have replaced classrooms and playgrounds. Taiwo Adewumi tells us more.
He came into this world on October the 7th, 2023, the day Gaza's story was rewritten in fire and fear. While most newborns are greeted by lullabies, Zidani's first cries rose beneath the roar of war planes. His mother gave birth as their home in Bethlehem was being burnt, Life Aid deaths arriving in the same breath. For 2 years, Zanad's world has been defined not by birthdays or balloons, but by siege, displacement, and loss. Soon after his birth, Israeli forces detained his father. Since then, his mother has been his only anchor in a world of shifting sands. He calls her Papa, a word heavy with absence, yet filled with love.
We kept moving from one house to another, and wherever we went, Israel was launching attacks. We were forced to flee to the south. My 2-year-old son had to walk on foot all the way from the north to the south. Now we're hearing some hopeful news, and I pray that the war will end on the same day my son came into this world.
In another corner of Gaza, another child shares the same birth dates. Hamid Aisha came into this world under explosions that lit up the night for 2 years. Hamid's playground has been rubble of his destroyed home. He and his family have been living in a small storage room for 2 years, a space meant for belongings, now sheltering what remains of a life.
Instead of having a normal childhood with toys and vaccinations, my child now only knows the sounds of explosions, bullet and warplanes. These experiences have shaped his character, making him focus on destruction and fear rather than playing and growing.
Zanad and Hamid share more than a birthday. They inherit a legacy of war, a childhood ripped away under the gaze of war. Their generation has learned to crawl through displacement, to speak amid explosions, and to dream in a world that keeps trying to erase them. In Gaza, every child carries a story of loss, endurance, and a life that refuses to fade. After October the 7th, children born on that day have known nothing but war, their life shaped by siege and their dreams confined by tents and trouble. Adewumi Taiwo, Osrc News.
With that report, we conclude the news tonight, but before we go, a quick look at the top stories. We told you that members of the National Senior Citizens Center in Ondo State have joined the global observance with a call for better healthcare, inclusion, and respect for older persons. The Ondo State Radio Vision Corporation and Ministry of Culture and Tourism have pledged